Do I think it lives up to the hype? Is the best song on this album. This is the song I'm gonna play when the spaceship is like, they text me and they're like, okay, I'm on the way, I'm gonna pick you up. Like, this is what they're playing and they're gonna just zoom me up. Like, he just went up on his price when he released this song, bro. Like, this song makes me feel like I'm literally leaving the earth. If I see him perform this, bro, I'm not gonna make it back.
I ain't never been a loafer, been on point, so I don't need a penny. I remember shitting on sleeves, yeah. Why I'm tripping.
That Valencia bar, that's the hardest thing out right now. Go get that.
Lambo jug, I used to be dusty. Every month, poor man not even cold as me. Every time I have a show, got sell it out if I go to sleep. We got some new bands, we got some new bands, yeah.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Russ, back at it again with another video. I'm not wasting any time. Today's video, we got the album review of the long-awaited, long-anticipated EA Eternal Atake by Lil Uzi Vert. So Uzi I think he made us wait around 600 days or so, something like that. So over 2 years, people waited for this Eternal Atake album, and there's a lot of hype around it. So today we're gonna see if it really lives up to the hype. So let's just jump right into it. Song number 1, BABYPLUTO. And he's been calling himself BABYPLUTO. Future used to call himself Pluto and stuff like that.
Yeah, I brought me a Maybach, came with 2 doors, yeah, that's the Mercedes for sure. I stay with the baddest, I'm counting cabbage while making my lady come. I brought a G-Wagon, that shit was a Brabus, that's why I be racing.
Just off the first beat, off how the tape starts off, and the artwork, it makes you feel like it's like a totally different world.
Yeah. Whole lot of hoes, whole lot of meds. Yeah, whole lot of clothes, nigga be stealing my sweat. Whole lot of emeralds, please tuck your baguettes. Yeah, whole lot of red rubies on my neck.
That was hard. That's literally that's how the tape starts off. That's how he's starting this off, with this BABYPLUTO vibes, getting straight into it. And this beat is literally out of this world. BABYPLUTO, that's fire. Like, I like how he's rapping on there. I like the beats that he's using. Like, it's crazy already. Number 2, Lo Mein. I'm excited now. Just off the first song.
Chopstick came with a large low man, it's the clip in it, nigga. I ain't got no aim. Ball main,
we heard this stuff from him before.
These niggas groupies, they peons, man. King of my city like Leon, man. Hit of these niggas by Eon, man. She let me touch for the free on, man. So you know that's a must like Elon, man. They was saying I was spending you with.
You know that's a must like Elon, man. That's hard. This Lo Mein, honestly, that beat kind of sounds like a Moneybagg Yo. You know what I'm saying? Like the typical trap style beats that we're hearing from a lot of guys right now. But Uzi's always going to do something different on the beat. And just what he's saying on the, like, Uzi's wordplay and stuff like that, like, it's hard. Like, he's just like that. He's different. Like,
wow, I'm too litty, y'all. Bitch like Chinese kitty. 942 in my section, no rim. Let's go. 2JT out the city. I can make a whole get way too sticky.
I like this song. Lo Mein, number 2. That's a banger. Number 3, Silly Watch. Let's see what it's about. I really like this beat. This is crazy. I love when he does that. Yeah.
I came in with a new 40 Glock. Fuck on your bitch, make that hoe 1 million. I'm with my boys, I know we do not milli rock. And these niggas out here, I swear they talk a lot. Drive by on a rat, you a walking cop. Double park, new Lambo with no parking spot. Come on, that's God's song is my
double park, new Lambo with no parking spot. The funny part is, I think he put on his Instagram where they put a boot. They put a boot on one of his cars, and that was an expensive car. I feel like it wasn't the Lambo. I think it was they put the boot on his Ghost, his Rolls Royce. It was a Wraith. And then he parked his Lamborghini like right behind it. He's like, no parking spot. Like, what do you want me to do? Like, I guess you're gonna have to put a boot on both of them.
I was chilling with the niggas, you fair like Hot Bridge, I was just right there on the block. What do they got in common with Uzi? We get money and we fucked up just on your thoughts.
Silly Watch, number 3. I rock with that song. Like, that beat, all these 3 beats have been different so far. Like, it's a lot of variety already, and only in the 3rd song. So Silly Watch, I like. Number 4, Pop. Every beat is captivating, bro. It's like, you don't know what's gonna come out of it. I'm not in.
Diamond water, yeah, it look like a river. Look like I'm standing in D now. If you really didn't get that last line, then your level on the brain of a child. I'm a nigga make it bitch wanna pop. I'm a nigga make it bitch wanna drop. nigga that your bitch wanna talk. Man, she going dumb. I ain't never like, I ain't never been a loafer, been no point, so I don't need a penny. I been getting money, nigga, I been getting plenty.
That's the hardest verse of the year. That's the verse of the year right there. That is the verse of the year right there. I don't care what anybody says, bro. That is the verse of the year right there. Yes. All right, number 4, Pop. I'll rock with that. That Balenci bar, that's the hardest. That's the hardest thing out right now. Go get that. Number 5, You Better Move. Let's see what that's about.
Ooh, you better move. Ooh, you better move. Ooh, yeah, my shows, they bust right through the roof. Saw your crowd at your concert on Snooze. I remember when I didn't have cable. That was back when I used to watch Zoom.
Yeah.
You better move, you better move, you better move. Louis my shoes, pull out my whip on 22s. I saw your girl, I had to scoop. Just like a bird, she gonna swoop. Neck is hot, you might catch the flu. But now
I saw your girl, I had to scoop. Like, just imagine when he performs that though. Like, number 5, You Better Move, fire. Like, just in the first 5 songs, like, bro, like, he did his thing, bro. Number 6, Homecoming. You see how bouncy that beat is, bro? Like, y'all know what I like.
I play with a kitty, I'm moving the bit, chill like an alien. Chop with the 50, my Uzi is red. I turn to the boss, can't deal with no middleman. I'm not in the streets, I'm just close to the plug. I just saw his mama, I gave her up. Nigga talking about the work, nigga just hot.
I'm not in the streets, I'm just close to the plug. Yeah, like Uzi's like that, bro. Like I like Uzi. I love Uzi actually. I wouldn't say I'm a Uzi stan, but I am a Uzi fan. Like I've been a fan of Uzi since like high school. I would say probably like sophomore year type stuff. So I've been a fan of Uzi, and like Uzi's style literally is versatility. Like he doesn't stick with one flow. He doesn't do one cadence. Like his style is just like whatever flow he wants to use, whatever words he want to say, whatever. Like he unlocks new flows every bar. Like it's crazy. Number 6, Homecoming. I rock with that. This beat definitely feels like I'm out of space right now. Like I'm flying right now in a spaceship or something.
Yeah, and I'm sorry for everything I ever said. Yeah.
One thing, really quick. They said that. So the first 6 songs are like one of his personas. Like one of them's Lil Uzi. One of them is the Orangey, and then the other one is BABYPLUTO. So 1 through 6, 7 through 12, 13 through 18, and I might have the personas mixed up, but I do understand that they're grouped into 3 parts of like how he was coming on the track. So you might see that, you know, some songs feel like they go together, like they're cohesive in a different way. Like you might see the vibe switch up within those like 3 segments, if you get what I'm saying. So just keep that in mind when you listen to this.
I'm sorry
because this is a
if
started
you
segment,
were
and it
misled.
sounds
Yeah,
different
I'm
than the other
sorry
songs that
if my
are on
words
here
mess with your head. Yeah,
right now.
you think that you're better off dead. She got me acting all sad, damn. Everything bad, damn. That's why you can't fuck with fans, damn. This not in the plan, damn. That girl, I won't be in no jam. Now ain't no way you can unhand my baby. Told that girl that she acting too crazy. She want me cause I'm driving a Mercedes.
He talking about, I thought he was just talking about a random person, but he said you can't unhave my baby. I don't know if he's talking about a girl that he had a baby with or anything, but just that change of style. And I'm sorry, like it's an emotional track. And Uzi's like, you know, he can make emotional music too. And to see that in this track, like it's dope the way he did it over this beat. The vibe switch from what we've gotten so far, like that's great to see in this album. Like I really like that. So number 7, I'm sorry, I rock with that. Number 8, Celebration Station. Let's see what that's about. See, it kind of sounds like I'm sorry, kind of more than it sounds like 1 through 7 or 1 through 6.
Too much guap, bands, bellow, foreign, I can't lie, she got that good, but that girl, bad. I stay with her, back, make that girl dance, let's go.
You can't hold my hand, yes, I own my lamb. Like, he's that guy. And just, I'm telling you, just that 7, you can see the difference of the vibe with 1 to 6, and now 7 and 8 are both cohesive in that, like, type of beats that he's using. And it's more upbeat, it's kind of more emotional. The other one was like more popping his stuff. and this is more emotional, but it's still on some wild beats. Like every beat is just changing up, being different, and it catches the ear instantly. Like that's what I feel like is gonna make this album go. And to date, I think this album has sold like 400,000 copies already. Like, in the first week isn't even over though. Like, Lil Baby, I think he sold like 190K. Like, in this day and age, if you sell over 100, or if you sell 100, like that's good. This dude did like 400. Like he might do 5. I hope he does 5. And I mean, people have sold like millions of copies first week type stuff, but in this generation with streams and everything like that, just to see the raw, first instant, like people, how much people rock with it, like on the first week or the first day that this came out on Spotify, each of these songs received at least or more than 1 million listens in the first day. Every single song. He has 18 songs. So that's saying something though about Uzi and how he's, set himself up to be in the industry and the moves he's made and the music, how he's connecting to his fans. So 8, Celebration Station, I rock with that. Number 9, Bigger Than Life. I like this beat already. Like, if you're gonna do some guitar beats, bro, you gotta do them right,
My diamonds, they dance like Chris Brown. Look at my wrist is lit now. My nigga shooting them rounds. Fuck nigga better get down. Let's go. 100,000 with the video, probably with this paying out.
Like, you hear what he's saying when I do a show, it's 100,000 now, like, or more. Like, bigger than life. Maybe he feels like he's bigger than life. And I mean, some artists can feel that way just because of where they've got themselves in their career. And I mean, this song, number 9, Bigger Than Life, I rock with it. Like, I can see the cohesiveness. I can see the time that he put into this album to make it good, and it's translating like to the fan. Like, I can see that. I can feel that. Like, I'm rocking with it. Number 10, Chrome Heart Tags. They said Sosa made this beat. Chief Keef made this beat, and it already sounds hard. It's piano, and you got a little harp in the background.
Poured up in the lamb, it was made of woe, I had to start at. I just made 10 M's today, bitch, that's all facts. Call my phone, don't answer me, then I told the girl, don't call back. Drip, splash, I can just sauce that.
Yeah, he snapped, bro. I can co-sign what people are saying. Sosa snapped on this beat, bro. Like, he made that Chrome Heart Tags, like, that's hard. Like, that's tough. That's a tough beat. And of course, he had to have Uzi on there. Only person that would have done that justice is like Uzi or Cardi. Like, really. Like, literally. Or maybe Young Nudie. You know what I'm saying? Somebody like that. But number 10, Chrome Heart Tags, I like that. Shout out to Sosa. Number 11, Bust Me. Pause. He said, when you got this type of money, you are never ugly at all. This whole tape is crazy, bro. You hear that choir? I said that would be a new trend of people using that. Bust Me, that track is fire, bro. And now, number 12, Prices. Prices is the best song on this album. Prices, I would say Prices is one of my favorites. Venetia, I really like that track. P2, obviously, like, come on, bro. We hold that dear to our heart. And then BABYPLUTO, there's a lot of them. But for me personally, Prices and P2, it's between those, which are the best. But Venetia, I like that track too. So maybe Prices, Venetia, and P2. Those are my 3 favorites. So now let's go to the best track in the world right now for the next 10 years, which is Prices by Lil Uzi Vert. This is the song I'm going to play when the spaceship is like, they text me and they're like, okay, I'm on the way, I'm going to pick you up. Like, this is what they're playing, and they're going to just zoom me up. Like, this song makes me feel like I'm literally leaving the earth.
You is a lie, you is not good from these sides, you cannot go to the sides, yeah. Gangsta, but my jeans too tight, I see my op through the sights. That bitch one day didn't tell her good night. Bye-bye. All white on my ice look like rice. Stuck up and get right at the sight. I just went up in my price. I just went up in my price.
He just went up on his price when he released this song, bro. Anybody that books him post EA, the price is up. It was $200, now it's $400. I just went up in my price. That is my favorite song on the album. I'm gonna go ahead and already say it. Hopefully you keep watching the rest of the video, but I just had to let y'all know. Prices, I'm rocking with that. Like, yeah. Number 13, Urgency featuring Sid. I don't know who Sid is, but he goes hard. Or she. Whoever Sid is, this track is fire. Sid was actually featured in one of his one of Uzi's like album covers that he was gonna use, because this is the only feature on here.
It's emergency. I hit you up just with that urgency. No, I need your love like you ain't never heard of me, and I know I was dead wrong, yeah.
You see how he's so versatile, bro? Like, he just went from Prices and Bust Me, Chrome Heart Tax to literally Urgency. Like, who's like that? Like, he's like that.
Just how you can have fun, yeah. Got a mission there when you ain't that something. I'm outside in the black truck, jumping, it's better than my last one.
So whatever you're gonna do musically, you just gotta make sure it hit. And this whole album is a hit, period. So, number 13, Urgency featuring Sid, I rock with that. Number 14, Venetia, I don't know which one. This is one of my favorite songs, bro. Come on.
Lil Uzi Vert.
If I see him perform this, bro,
To be exact.
I'm not gonna make it back.
And I'm not from Earth, I'm from outer space.
I'm not from Earth, I'm from outer space. This like Christian.
I'm somewhere I'm not supposed to be. Yeah.
You hear that?
I remember she didn't notice me. Yeah. While I'm tripping, she didn't notice me. Her poor man not even cold as me. Every time I have a show, got sell it out if I go to sleep. We got some new bands, we got some new bands, yeah, yeah. We got some new bands, we got some new bands, yeah, yeah. Treating these Diors like this is old bands, yeah, yeah. It's not for me, no, it's just for my mans, yeah, yeah.
He said, it's not for me, no, it's just for my mans. And he was talking about treat this Dior's like some old bands. The funny part is I was at Neiman's like a couple weeks ago and I saw the Dior's, like the new ones that people are talking about. Bro, they're so hard. Like, I really want those so bad.
Run up in a brand new Porsche, followed by a matte black van, yeah. Never sit by the door, my boy got a matte black fan, bang, bang, Johnny.
See, I noticed all that little parts of the beat, that doom, 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 doom. Like, those are elements that he's used in other albums, from other songs that he literally puts in new stuff. Like, that's hard to me. And I know he pays attention to that. Number 15, Secure the Bag. Let's look at that track.
I was on the road, yeah. Secure the bag, getting naked, yeah. They missing the way, yeah. She used to play, yeah. Now she in my face, yeah. You in and you out. This is a game.
Securing the Bag, first off, he said, I was on the road getting that cake. Like, that's really what he was on until EA came out. Like, he was having label disputes, allegedly, or whatever, but that's what he's been on. He's been on Secure the Bag mode. Secure the Bag, number 15, I like that track. Number 16, everybody's favorite track on the album, P2. I don't know if y'all knew this song was coming out. Like, y'all knew there was going to be a part 2 of XO2 Life, because I didn't. So when I heard this, I was super surprised. See, listen how they changed the beat, bro. You could have kind of tell that it was kind of like XO2 Life if you, like, once you first heard it.
I don't really care 'cause I'm done. On the real love is not fun. There's no emotion on my face 'cause I'm numb. You see me everywhere you look, no you can't hide or run. Get up, bitch, yeah, everything I said. Messing with your head, messing with your head.
Like, you hear, like, once he said, I don't really care, you were like, you knew automatically what it was, but then he said, 'cause I'm done. And then you're like, oh, snap. Like, that hit, like, so P2, I guess that stands for part 2. And whoever had that idea, like, okay, XO2 Life literally went 7 times platinum. One single went 7 times platinum. Like, that song was like the biggest in the world when it came out. And for them to do a P2, a part 2 of that, this song has the potential to do like numbers, bro. Number 16, P2, you know, Uzi fans know. You know how special that song is. So number 17, Futsal Shuffle. This song came out like a couple months ago, but it was one of my favorite songs because of the beat. I hadn't heard a beat like this ever.
That girl, she got on my clone. I told that little girl that she got it, just do that talk. Are you serious? I swear my money is serious. Okay, all my checks, I just be clearing it. She suck my dick till she get delirious. Okay, jump on the jet.
I'm not going to play all of 17, 18 because we've already heard them. But the Futsal Shuffle 2020, they shot the video to it like it was a dance. Like, Uzi's great at that. I remember the first time he did like that shoulder roll for... It wasn't for the song, but like the video of him doing that came out like right before or after EXO Tour Life came out. And I feel like that made that skyrocket. Like, I mean, obviously it was 7 times platinum, so it worked. And I mean, you've seen Drake do dance challenges with Shiggy and the Am I Feeling stuff like that. So these dances really do help songs reach, you know, their highest potential. I'm glad it was on here. It had to be on the album. That was the first song that he actually released that said Eternal ATAKE and got people, you know, excited. Because I wasn't the one to, I didn't hear any of his leaks. Like, I didn't listen to any leaks. So when this came out, this is my first time hearing all these. So if you were one of those people that heard any of the leaks, then some of these songs might not be such a surprise for you. But for me, I was really surprised. 18, That Way. You know where this sample is from. And as you know, this song came out as a single like right before the album dropped. I think Uzi is the first person ever to sample That Way. I might be wrong, but in hip hop, the way he did it, like he immortalized it for me, and I know his fans think the same. So if anybody does it after him, they gonna know like, oh, you were influenced by Uzi when you saw Uzi do that. But that wraps up Eternal ATAKE. Do I think it lives up to the hype? Absolutely. Absolutely. No doubt about it. The numbers he's doing are well deserved. And literally, he said this is only half the album. Like, he has a whole deluxe package that he plans on putting out. And Uzi's had 2 years to work on all these songs. So I'm inclined to believe it's going to do the exact same thing. And this album is crazy. I heard the album like last week, and I literally listened to it like non-stop for like 3 days, and I had to stop myself from listening to it until I did the review so I could have the same type of energy for y'all. So yeah, that's the end of the video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, comment any video ideas. Yeah, I'm gonna get at y'all soon. EA, best album of the year. I'm out.